Me and all my friends, we're all misunderstood. Say we stand for nothing, there's no way we ever could. Now we see everything that's going wrong with the world and those who lead it. Just feel like we don't have the means to rise above and beat it.
Hi everyone, welcome to Back Talk Teen. I'm Julia here with Jess. Devin couldn't be here today, but we still have a packed show for you today. That was just Amanda Visvis playing on the guitar, and she was giving us a little taste of what she's going to do later today. But first, we have a few things to talk about. Jess, how was your Memorial Day weekend?
It was very fun. It definitely felt like summer. I went to Martha's Vineyard, to my house there with one of my friends, and we walked around. It wasn't warm enough to go to the beach, but it was definitely warm enough to wear shorts. So I heard you had a big crew event last weekend,
Yes,
too.
I did. We had the New England Championships for crew. That's the rowing sport. I'm a coxswain, so I don't actually do any physical work, but
You just lay in the boat and order people around.
I lay in the boat. I have to steer and I have to yell, so it's a workout for my voice. But yeah, my boat, the varsity third boat, came in second, so that was awesome, and I was really proud of everyone. And it was a fun experience. The only bad part was I got a little sunburnt because it was like 80 degrees in Worcester. But speaking of Worcester, a couple of days later, in that whole western Massachusetts area,
there was a tornado.
Yeah.
So where were you during the tornado?
Okay, so when we first found out there was going to be a tornado, it was like 3 p.m. on Wednesday. Or was it Wednesday?
Yeah, because I was at dance that
Yeah,
night.
I think it was Wednesday. And I was in the car with my mom. We were about to go drive to the grocery store. And then I got a text on my phone from like the Weather Channel saying like, emergency alert, tornado. And we're like, oh no. And so we got home as fast as we could from the grocery store, and we just like turned all the lights off in case there's like a power outage, and we had a quick dinner, and then we just like all sat in front of the TV watching the news. It was so scary because they had that thing up that was like it will hit you in like 5 minutes, like certain towns.
That's so scary. I was actually at dance, and people kept calling my studio to tell us that we should be worried and we should be prepared for this big tornado. And it didn't end up hitting my town, but it was supposed to hit Sharon at 6:30.
Yeah, I remember seeing Sharon out there. I was like, oh no, Jess!
Yeah. And then actually when I left dance around 7:30, it was pouring rain, like the hardest rain I've ever seen. And my dance studio is only 5 miles from my house. It was sunny and nice at home, and then 5 miles down the road, it was thundering and lightning.
Wow.
But we didn't get hit. There wasn't any damage. But Springfield, there were 4 deaths, and these are some pictures. It's crazy.
Yeah. I can't believe a tornado in Massachusetts.
I know.
And to that degree. It was crazy. And I never thought it would come to the point where I would have to go down into the basement.
Yeah.
Like, it was like 9 o'clock, and I thought it was all over. I was, like, studying for my exam the next day. And my mom yells, and she's like, okay, the TV says in 17 minutes it'll hit Wellesley. I was like, oh, no.
I learned, though, the safest place to go during a tornado is
bathtub.
I heard under your stairs.
Really?
Yeah, like, you know how people, sometimes they have little closets in the basement under their stairs?
Like in Harry Potter.
Exactly, like Harry's little room. That would be the safest part.
Yeah, I also heard bathtubs are good if you don't have a basement. But we all had to go down to my basement, me, my sister, and my mom, and we also had to bring our dog.
It's like the Wizard of Oz.
Yes, I know. I have my little dog, and I was like, oh, you're Toto. But she was shaking because she's like an old dog, and she's so
Was she
scared. She's little. She's like 20 pounds, and she was shaking. But it seemed kind of dumb that we were in the basement when the tornado didn't even hit. But the lightning was crazy.
Yeah, I think the power went out, but...
Yeah, the power flickered like on and off. And we were all crossing our fingers that exams would be canceled the next day. But no, we still had to go to exams, still had to take my English exam. Yeah. Oh, well, that tornado was not fun.
Yeah, I agree. It was... Definitely made a little exciting news this week.
But there's other exciting news this week, too. For example, Pink had a baby.
I was just going to say that.
Yes.
Her name is Willow Sage Hart. So it's kind of like Will Smith.
Yeah, you copied Will Smith with Willow Smith. I went my hair back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah, and so her husband, he's a motocross racer, Carrie Hart. The two of them have broken up and gotten back together and been in couples therapy like 12 times. So hopefully their kid will have a good life and they'll be able to keep their marriage together.
I think she should stay with this guy because
I agree.
if she marries him, like if she takes his last name, then she would be Pink Heart. Like, I don't know, that's cute.
I think they actually are married.
Oh. But
Pink,
she's just Pink. She just goes by her
real name is like
Alicia something. Yeah, but it's like spelled weird. Whatever. Well, we have to go to a break now, but we'll be right back with more news and we'll have Amanda performing. Yeah, some more music. So we'll be right back.
While we're waiting on the world to change, we keep on waiting on the world to change. It's hard to beat the system when you're standing at a distance. So we keep on waiting on the world to change.